welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that shit do? All right. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks. Okay. So, collective, happy Sunday, y'all. Okay. Now, I had this song on my mind since yesterday. Y'all had got two readings out of me yesterday. So I had wrote up all my downloads and I was like, ooh, whoever this person is, collective, they just feel like you was the one for them. Okay. Hey, Slay. Happy Sunday, y'all. So I kept singing that song, Easy Like Sunday Morning by the Commodores, right? And the only part I kept singing was Easy Like Sunday Morning, right? So for those of you who don't know, that song is by the Commodores, okay? And just to break down the word Commodore, first thing that came to mind was you and someone has a lot in common, okay? Somebody can have a bald head, like Common, the artist, okay? But somebody just feels like you match them perfectly, okay? Somebody adores you. Whatever it is that you do, whatever type of person that you are, like they truly adore you, okay? Um, but when I had further looked as far as like what that song meant, it was basically about a guy that was tired of being what he's not. He tried everything in his relationship and gave it his all, but he can't deal with his wife or his girlfriend anymore. He was over it. His mind was made up and he was out the door, okay? Never to return. The weightless feeling that he got from let me see. He says the weightless feeling you get when you're free of both something that's causing you unhappiness and from the indecision that has kept you in that situation up until now, okay? So somebody has been either in a marriage, a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, and they are tired of trying to live up to what somebody wants them to be or how someone wants them to be, okay? And the thing is, as to why the song goes easy like Sunday morning, it was because like when you're done with something, you done tried everything. Maybe somebody here, y'all done tried therapy, y'all done tried talking to each other, y'all done tried going on breaks and this, that, and the third, and it's just like, you know what? We didn't ran our course. You know what I'm saying? That's how somebody is feeling. This could be you towards the current person that you're with, or this can be the person that I feel like feels as though you are the one for them. Okay? Because I was getting that Money Long song. Because somebody, I'm telling you, whoever this person is, they were used to dealing with toxic people. They was used to being in a toxic relationship. And it wasn't until they came across you until you made love feel easy, you know? Because I got that before I go into the Money Long song. I had got the Easy song by Danny Lay featuring Chris Brown, okay? Somebody's name could be Danny. And then when I was looking up the facts on that song, I didn't know that Danny Lay was Dominican, okay? So somebody here can be Dominican, but like, or foreign, but somebody just really feels like the type of love that you have or that you give. Yes, Slay, that's the song. That's so funny because when somebody hears Money Long, and the first song that usually comes to mind is that Hours and Hours song, but it was definitely, this song was definitely made for you. That's so funny. But in that Danny Lay song featuring Chris Brown, she talks about enjoying a relaxed and effortless relationship where both individuals can be themselves without pressure, right? The lyrics convey a sense of comfort, love, and simplicity in the connection, emphasizing the joy of being together without unnecessary complications or expectations. Okay? Slay said you sent him that song. I know that's right. But listen, y'all got a lot of song downloads in this reading because this could be somebody who don't even listen to love songs. But when they listen to them, they think of you. You are like the person that comes to mind. Okay? But when I have wrote down the facts of it talks about a relaxed and effortless relationship, it made me think of like maybe somebody here can be in the beauty industry or like do massages or something to make someone feel relaxed, okay? Y'all could be an esthetician like me. Y'all can do facials and stuff like that, you know? Um, Now, the thing is, with whoever this person is, like I said, they feel like with the Money Long song that you was made for them. So in the lyrics, she goes, nobody loves me like you do. Nobody loves me quite like you. She said, can't even deny it every time I try it. One look in my eyes, you know I'm lying. So listen. This person, they know that you're very intuitive, okay? It's something about the eyes. I feel like this person really loves your eyes, and they couldn't lie to you if they wanted to. You're gonna feel it, you're gonna see it. It's like you know this person like the back of your hand, basically. But this is why I feel like whoever this person is, I was getting that Music Soul Child song, Teach Me How to Love. Show me how to put my emotions involved. Girl, I'm so lost. Teach me how to love. So yeah, something can like be going on with like it's some type of insecurity maybe somebody may have with their eyes, because you know how with Music Soul Child he always wears glasses. Um, And I think it was just, it's like some type of insecurity that someone may have, you know? But I feel like you like this person regardless, okay? Um, and even if it is you, you're beautiful. I'm hearing, what's that song? I forgot who sings it, but I'm hearing, I am beautiful, no matter what they say, 'cause words can bring me down. Okay, so remember that, collective. Um, there is somebody that loves you for whatever you feel as though your imperfections may be, okay? Um, Now, when it comes to this person who dealt with the toxic relationship, maybe that was the type of love, again, that they were accustomed to engaging in, right? Because I also got the Tupac song I Get Around, okay? So this can be somebody who is like a people pleaser. They love women, or they're very loved by women, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It could be a feminine energy who is a people's person. And I feel like because maybe the feminine energy is like this, um, and just very nice to people, or they're very loved by men, like people may insinuate that this energy may get around. It's like, you know, listen, there are people that will lie straight through their goddamn teeth to say that they dealt with you, did this with you, or whatever the case may be, just to stroke their ego, okay? So you may have a lot of people that's trying to slide into your DMs and whatnot. But that Get Around song, it made me think of that. They're used to dealing with easy people, because it made me think of when he was like, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy, okay? So you're kind of a challenge to this person. It's like, yeah, you may be nice to people and respectful and whatnot, but it ain't that easy, okay, to get the breezies. Some of y'all could like Chris Brown, speaking of breezy, okay? But I also got the Daniel Caesar song featuring Kali Uchis, Get You, right? So when I looked up that song, it was basically like he was praising to a love that he didn't even feel like he deserved at the time. So like maybe when this person was in the midst of dealing with someone else in a toxic relationship, you know, sometimes you can't help what the heart is at. If you really want something to work with someone, but they're just not loving you the way that you want them to, you know, and then here comes somebody. It's like, have you ever been in that situation where you could be with somebody and again, they're not treating you the way that you want them to or whatever, and someone else that you probably didn't even know for a long period of time comes in and treats you exactly the way that you've been stressing and straining the other person to try to love you in, and it's easy. It's like, it's making me think of the Everest commercial where he was like, you sitting on that couch, you make that call, why are you making it complicated? It's easy. Like, A motherfucker just want to be asked how the fuck they day was, have some dinner made. You know what I'm saying? Just want to rub on them because they love them and they see that they stressed and shit like that. Like somebody is just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This person is doing this without me even having to fucking ask. And here I am going back and forth with you just to get that. You know what I'm saying? It's giving that. So, when he made this song, he said the song was influenced by the Bible, right? He said he read it a lot. He felt like it was a love story between God and man, sort of thing. And it's very important, to have the right person by your side through your struggles, not somebody that's going to leave you when you are going through something. And I know initially, it is said that the man is the provider and things like that, but it makes it so much easier when it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how a motherfucker can do 1,000,001 things for you, but when they go through a season where they're down and out, it's like you forget about all the things that you fucking did or that somebody here did for someone, you know? Just because it is a masculine energy don't mean that they're not gonna have a down season, that they're not gonna, have it together. But it's not as if they never did. That's another story, right? But what else? It's like what's hard for others comes easy to you. So maybe like this is just your nature. This is just how you are, I was talking to one of my friends here and we were watching movies and like the couches have like leg rests and stuff. So I was just laying down and she came and she was like, "You want a leg rest?" And she just like put it, she grabbed the leg rest and, put it under my legs or whatever. And I was thinking, I was like, that's so sweet. Like she has like a mothering nature. Like if I never knew she had kids, I would have thought like she, was a mom or something. I feel like you get this energy off to someone too. Like, again, when it comes to them, with you being very intuitive or very in sync with them, it's a lot of things that like, that it's a lot of things that you can tell about this person without them having to ask you. Like when you really like somebody, you're gonna want to make sure that somebody's comfortable. You're gonna want to make sure they straight. You're gonna want to make sure you check up on them and see how they doing. Or did you eat? You okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? So now the other song download that I got, because man, somebody is really up in their feelings. It's past energy and it's new energy. But before we get into the past energy, okay, I got that Lloyd True song when he was like, "This is me, so please accept me for who I am, and please accept me for what I do. I'm just doing everything that I can, 'cause all I wanna be is true." And then he said, "So please accept me for who I am, and please accept me for what I do, 'cause there's no me without you, and all I wanna be is true." So it's like, whereas maybe this person felt like they had to put on a certain type of persona in order to maintain the type of person that they were with, right? Like this could be somebody who they wanted somebody who was like what they call them now, the baddie. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think of my niece Tootie. I gotta call her today. But it's like this person wanted the baddest one, you know what I'm saying? Aesthetically pleasing one. And like I say, it can be a million beautiful women in this world, but what truly makes a woman beautiful or a man really handsome is their characters, how they carry themselves, and truthfully being authentically yourself, Somebody feels like they found true love when it came to you. It's like when I see Lloyd, it made me think of, y'all remember that old school cartoon, Lloyd from Outer Space? With how intuitive your ass is, somebody is like, "Are you from this fucking world?" Like, that's how this shit feel to this person. They're like, "What the hell?" And also too, like whatever it is that you do with them centrally, it takes their mind out of this world. So I don't know what you got, some Kundalini type shit. I don't know, collector, but listen. Mind is blown, okay? Now in that song, Lloyd True, he also talks about like how he lost his child to abortion, and how that affected him in his music career. He had problems with his label Murder Inc., his family, so he had to press pause when it came to music and make some alterations on his life, okay? So maybe this person done been through some things where it's like, you know what, some shit gotta change. Sometimes it may come at the expense of your partner. It may come at the expense of whatever your habits are, or the way in which whoever this person is formed themselves to be that was not truly authentically themselves, you know? So, you, for some of you guys, this person could have been dealing with you and whoever this toxic person was. It's like wanting something so bad with whoever the toxic person was, but keeping you around because they knew, like, if shit don't work out with this person, at least I know this person is like wifey material or hubby material or whatever the case may be. Now, some of you guys didn't stick around that long, okay? And some of you guys intuitively knew, maybe this person just wasn't ready for you. It's giving like right person, wrong time, right? Now, I did get that Bryson Tiller song, Right My Wrongs, in Exchange. Y'all, when Exchange came out, I ran that shit to the ground, okay? That was my shit. It still is my shit. But in Right My Wrongs, how it started? He was like, could it be you calling me down? But somebody feels like you were right. Like you could have told this person, like, this is given like I remember when I was talking to someone, and I remember I was leaving work. He was connected to the car. I was driving and talking to him. And I remember telling him, I'm like, y'all give, because I was kind of frustrated. And I was like, when it comes to like the women who got a good head on their shoulder, who got goals, who got dreams and shit like that, y'all be wanting us to fucking chase y'all or prove to y'all what y'all already fucking see in order to stroke y'all ego. And we got to go through hoops and all this shit in order to get your time, get the effort. But when it comes to motherfuckers that just that ain't got shit going for themselves but just a pretty face, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all give the world to. And I'm like, I just don't understand that with y'all niggas. Because I done had it. I was just like, yeah. I was like, you gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you down and out, is when you not able to give to those type of women, who gonna still want to fuck with you? So you could have told this person some true shit, and now that whatever situation that they are dealing with is like they feeling it now. They're like, damn, Collective was right. Like with the Exchange, the song, somebody can be foreign, like, or going to school. They can be like a foreign exchange student. Somebody can be in college or something. But it talks about how it's like two people wanted to exchange their hearts to each other, because again, you can give somebody the purses, the bags, the jewelry, the perfume, the money, and all of that. But when that's not there to be given, it's like, you start seeing how hard shit get to be. But maybe somebody was just used to dealing with people where it's like, oh, it's easy. I can keep this person around if I give them this and give them that, or whatever the case may be. And it came back to bite them in their ass. People fall in love with you end up falling in love with your hand and not your heart, right? Now, when it comes to the past energy, there is a past energy who wants to right their wrongs with you, because this past energy feels like it's way harder to go to establish the type of connection that you guys had with someone else rather than to, it's given it's cheaper to keep her, basically. Okay, so somebody definitely could be married here, or this could be somebody that wanted to get married with you, but maybe that y'all was together for a long time. It's like years invested. So it's like you, again, you know this person like the back of your hand. So somebody feels like, why try and get someone else to know me in this way? Because again, just like with this new person collective and your past person, there was stuff that they did not even have to tell you that you knew. You just knew what was the cure. You just knew what to say to make them feel better, or, you know, to get their mood a lot better. You just knew. And that, it's like, it's not on you, it's in you. And you can't teach that to someone, or you can't tell someone that, you know, like, because then it will start feeling like, who you want me to be? You want me to be like your past person or what? And that's why that Easy Like Sunday Morning song came, because he was tired of like trying to be somebody that he wasn't. You know, you want to be with somebody where that's just naturally who they are. That's just how they operate. That's their MO. Okay? Now, whoever this past person is, they do want to seek forgiveness and make amends. But yeah, because that energy is really giving like, I had thought of the expression, why buy the milk why buy the cow when the milk is free? I don't know. Somebody could be country. Oh, that made me think of my dad. Before I got on, my dad left me a message, and he sounded so cute. He was like, "Cassie, it's your birthday tomorrow. It's not today. It's the 23rd. It's tomorrow's the 24th. Tomorrow." He's so cute and country. I was just listening, smiling. And my dad live in Alabama, so y'all can have y'all. You could be from down south or whatever the case may be, but he don't never forget calling me on my birthday. Oh yeah, my birthday tomorrow. Look, but listen, that expression, I looked it up. Your girlfriend to be 32. Ain't that crazy? Okay, man. That expression, why buy the cow when the milk is free? I had looked it up, and it was talking about like sex before marriage. And I seen one thing, it said men only want sex. Okay, so that's something that you could have experienced as to why it's so easy to cut people off or just be done with them, because it's like, especially if you are very attractive or you got things going for yourself, like you can just tell based off of the first gist of conversation where a motherfucking head is at. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is easy. It ain't gonna take much for me to disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And even too, like, somebody feels like you are a challenge. Again, whoever someone is, they're used to dealing with people that was easy. They can get them by buying them a bag. They knew when a motherfucker was just money hungry and just wanted to be around them just for that. So they're like, oh, okay, cool, I already see. Just how you can peep when a motherfucker just want to fuck you. You know when a man knows when a woman just is dealing with them based off of what they got. You know? It's like you gotta show your goddamn debit card in order to have a conversation with motherfuckers nowadays. Y'all seen that one reel, the lady walking, the dude was trying to holler at her, and she said, please insert money or something. He was like, God damn, you dig this pocket. Gave her the money, and she was like, hi. That's really how that shit be nowadays, for real. It's given like this person was dealing with people. Y'all ever seen those Instagram reels where like the guy is trying to holler at the girl, right? And she's walking down the street and they kind of blow him off. And they be like, all right. And then he go and he get into his nice car. And then all of a sudden they whole MO switch up. They're like, oh, this is what you're driving? Well, I didn't know that. It's like, yeah, it's given that. But I feel like with you coming across people where you knew where it was going to end right from the jump, it's so easy for you to let those people down. Respectfully, of course. You know, be like, you know what, no, I'm cool, thank you. You know, you could tell when Hey, Raul, blessings on blessings. You can tell when you know it does not have the potential to go far. You can tell. That's pure discernment right there. It's like motherfuckers don't even ask, like, where you grew up at, or really want to ask questions to get to know you. That's the shit that I'll be looking for. And it's like, damn, like I already see you looking, you scoping me, you scoping my whole body down, and you want to know where my man is at, and you don't really want to get to know me. Like, you can already tell. And I feel like y'all is just at the point where y'all just tired of that shit, okay? But with the exchange, you definitely have a past person that's fantasizing about rekindling an old flame with you, okay? But with the new person, like I said, whoever this person is, like you done turned a player into a lover, okay? So yeah, they may know with that Music Soul Child song I had downloaded, as far as Teach Me, they may know how to, the ins and outs and all the ropes of the streets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to being soft, being, having that sense of vulnerability with someone, that's difficult. It made me think about when, not too long ago, I was around some people, and he knew, like, this dude, it was this one dude, he was tatted everywhere on his face, y'all, like everywhere. He had like fuck a bitch on his on his forehead. I'm like, God damn, man, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? But listen, to each his own. But, and I'm just using this as an example because it just shows like where people's priorities are at, or what they, how can I explain it? What they deem more important. You know, again, this was a street dude and didn't know how to read or write. It's like somebody can be so fluent of living a certain type of lifestyle, but when it comes to the fundamentals of things, it's right over their head. You know? So somebody here can be a little bit intimidated too because of just how your mind works, how intuitive you are, and how smart you are. It's like you're a triple threat. Like, not only are you beautiful, or not only are you handsome, but you have good things going for yourself. Like, you're not just somebody out here that's just looking to catch the eyes of other people. You work hard for whatever it is that you got, and the other shit just come with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like you was doing it with the intent to get the other shit. It's just shit. It came included. And sometimes it don't be coming included with some people. You know how they say batteries come included? Not for everybody, okay? Not for everybody. But whoever this person is, collective, you bring them a whole different vibe that they're used to dealing with. You know what I'm saying? A whole different vibe. I feel like you are a very friendly person. I love that. I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat. Slay was like, hey, Raul, I love the fact that y'all communicate with each other. Especially, between Tainted, Xeon, Slay, Raul, all y'all. I love the fact that y'all communicate through the live and y'all have formed friendships. I love that. And I feel like you can be somebody like that too. You know what I'm saying? You are used to, you're somebody who, like, wherever you go, like, you just make friends and things like that. Like, I don't know, it just comes natural to you. You are very much so a people person. And that could be a little intimidating to whoever this person is because, like I said, you don't go into spaces like, yeah, I'm finna bag everybody up in this motherfucker. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just your energy, your aura, it causes people to gravitate towards you. I remember this one time I had went on this date, and the guy that I went on a date with, he was very talkative too. So, like, it wasn't really a dull moment. But I remember we had went to, I think it was like Cabo Cantina or something, and we chopping it up, and he I think he ended up talking to like one of the guys. It was a guy and a woman who was next to us. And I can't remember if I started talking to the girl first or he started talking to the guy first. However it went, we all started talking to each other to the point to where like they bought us another drink, they brought shots and all type of shit. And I was just like, damn. And this has happened to me quite a few times. Like I remember I had went out with my cousin and I had came in, I remember she was asking me what I wanted to drink. And I was like, oh, you can give me whoop whoop this or whatever. And the guy that was already there, he was like, I'm gonna buy a bottle of champagne for y'all. Like, you don't know, collective, just based off of your energy and your aura. Like the looks, of course. People may think like you have pretty privilege or whatever, but how you carry yourself like welcomes blessings into you easily. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to do too much. And then that's the type of shit that gets attracted to you. And anybody attached to you also reaps the benefits of getting those blessings. You know? So whoever this person is in your life, they're realizing how blessed they see you to be. And kind of how they want to operate in that type of way too. They're tired of toxicity. They're tired of the back and forth. You know, they just want to live an easy, private, calm life. You know, and they feel like they can have that with you. Okay? So collective, if this message resonated, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put some hearts in the chat, y'all, if this resonated with you. But also make sure you put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.